I'm not touring this year. This is just a festival that I'm doing. There are a few private gigs because I want a new car.
Badshah's in the house. Love conversations with him. The last time, if you remember, was the MTV Hustle conversation. I went and got him on location. Yes. But we're in studio now with some lovely microphones, and his voice will sound like magic over the airways. How are you, brother man?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. Why he's here is because Morni has blown the roof off. Go to the Sare Gama YouTube channel and check it out. It has Sharvi's voice. Sharvi, who years ago, if you remember, when she won the stage and we were official radio partners of the stage. And I love that. And a singing competition for singers in English. And if you remember, we had invited her into studio. She did a 1 hour special with us and I was just blown by her voice. Sharvi sung on it. It's a lovely video. We're going to talk about it. It's also out on all streaming services. And if you want to catch it on radio, the Fever FM network is playing a lot of that these days. Sharvi and yourself, you go back a long way. I remember when you had come in for your album for one. At that time, I had recently discovered her, and we had started getting her to come to the station and do some English music for us. And you were talking to me about her at the time. There's something electric about that girl. How much have you seen her voice mature, her delivery mature, how she's using her voice in front of that mic? How she's using her voice on live gigs? How much has that improved over the last few years?
You know, it's funny. When I found her, I thought things are going to change. Things are changing. That's what I thought. But when someone like her, being the extremely prolific singer that she is, was not getting to sing a lot. I think that affects an artist, you know, and then you probably don't take your art so seriously, or you become shaky,
or you lose faith in the system.
You lose faith in the system, and maybe yourself as well. You know, your art, your practices, your ethics. Does it even matter? And when you get that, and then you again strive to become better, is the true test of character. So more than everything else, I really love the character that she is. Brilliant. Probably I am the only person who's allowed to call her Choti or little. You know,
Dynamite.
Being the fierce girl that she is, the Yadav, Sharvi Yadav from UP. It's amazing how she fights back. You know, it's amazing how she holds her own and still, you know, be the tiny little voice box that she is. It's amazing. And
knowing you'll also encourage her to do more English music.
Yes.
Because, I mean, that's what catapulted her to stardom. And you see now, you know, with guys like Tejas, her, Dot, the kind of albums they're releasing. I mean, language really doesn't matter at one level. We did a competition called the International Icon Competition. And I'll tell you, I mean, you say normally in Northeast you get great talent. So yes, we got some great talent in Guwahati, in the Northeast and things like that. But when we did these walk-in auditions in Delhi, Riaz was kind enough to give us social in Purani Delhi, you know, on Mall Road. Badshah, the kind of talent we saw of kids coming from just one area of Delhi, which is Purani Delhi, singing English songs. And, you know, somebody was belting out an Ed Sheeran, somebody was belting out a John Mayer, some of them are original tunes. They would just come with their acoustic guitars. And I was like, it's so sad that after the stage, there's been no Indian Idol is doing such a great job with you guys for Hindi singing. The South has its own tradition of trying to get South Indian singers, but there are so many kids who are singing in English. And, you know, the stage was the last. After that, you know, there's been no mainstream competition for them. And we managed to give our winners some scholarships for the True School of Music, because Ehsan Nurani said, "Hey boss, even after 20 years in the business, I went to Berkeley to study. So, पढ़ाई करने की कोई उम्र नहीं होती."
So he went to Berkeley?
He went to Berkeley, to do one of those 6-month crash courses. Amazing.
It's rare. It's extremely rare. You know, like so it's like only probably 10 people. Wow.
So, you know, we got them to do that. So that's when I realized, I said, boss, when we went to Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, this, that, There's so many kids who are singing in English, and Sharvi, that catapulted her to fame. So still encouraging her to do that, right?
Sir, if not 5, if not 3, but then definitely in the next 5 years, someone from India is going to be singing in English and will get nominated for a Grammy. If not win it. 100%. Will go mainstream. 100% will go mainstream. So, things take time.
Yeah.
And some people are ahead of time. That should just not make them bitter. And then they should just adapt. And Sharvi is doing that. I encourage, we are doing English tunes every day.
Everybody's gotten into this trip of take a ukulele and just do a very teeny kind of noise.
Look at Bruno Mars, the range that he has, the range that the guy has. If you want to emulate these people, to karo na.
Yeah.
Who's stopping you? Why are you running after one particular? Then learn, then be because you're going to someday, God will be kind enough to make you the representative of this country. At least be prepared for that.
That's lovely. When a company like Saregama, I know that Vikram Mehra and the gang are very, very proud of the kind of catalog that they have. And really with Music India Limited and their catalog, they're really the OGs as far as classic music and retro music is concerned. There is a plethora to choose from. Why Morni from Lamhe? Classic, yes. But there's so many other classics. How do you know that this will get the Badshah vibe?
I love that song. I just love it. It haunts me in a good way, because my ancestral, and I love Lamhe, the Rajasthan connection. I have the connection. And whenever I go to Rajasthan, the first thing I do when I see Rehet Ketile is just go down and just lie there and soak in the sand, which sounds stupid.
And the soundtrack is the song.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did. There's some reverb or some echo. In the original.
Ila Ma'am comes in the beginning. The whole Lamhe soundtrack is one beautiful album. What an album, Lamhe. What a film.
And it never did well in its time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now people call it cult, whatever. It's crazy. But so with some songs, I know. Like when I did Hamma Hamma, I knew. But when I did Gore Gore Mukhre Pe Kala Kala Chashma, I was clueless. What the fuck am I doing? It sounds okay, but it's. But with some songs, and especially, so we were in Sri Lanka and in Sharvi for some show, and then we were talking about Lamhe, and then she started singing this. I was like, I clearly know what I need to do with this. And it's Sharvi's voice probably that led me to take this step. And how contrasting are those voices?
Yeah.
Lata ma'am and Sharvi, but still how same they are.
Huge compliment to Sharvi to be compared in any way to Lata Thai. And Yashji
in no way should she
used to worship
interview.
Yashji used to worship Lata Thai. I mean, he used to say Saraswati Ma. This is it. And
everyone does.
Yeah.
You feel the legacy when you're sitting with one of the persons from the lineage.
Yeah.
You just feel it's the aura, it's the aplomb.
Aika Dajiba. I remember Usha ji's claim to fame. That's wonderful. So this whole vibe of again, one of those being a 90s boy, seeing Sunil Dutt Saab, seeing, Dharmender ji, all these people are Dakus. And of course, the great Gabbar Singh, Amjad Khan. It was one of those staple things about 80s and 90s cinema, which is inescapable. People don't make films on the Chambal anymore because I think also what's happened is it's become relatively peaceful.
Chambal has got internet now.
But I love those bloody handlebar mustaches and the mardangi of the whole thing. Yeah. The horses, except you have jeeps now. So tell me about that. I mean, whose idea was that?
The director.
Yeah?
Be Together. Those kids from Punjab, they operate on a different level. And that's when you don't need to be polished or to speak English or to make a presentation about your video. You just need to have here in your mind and have that conviction.
So they had storyboarded it, everything. And they knew.
they don't know what a storyboard
Storyboard.
is. Now they know what a
Lovely.
storyboard is. Now they know what a storyboard is, and they draw. Only because
Wow.
I asked them. They were like, "What is it?" And then I told them what storyboard is, and then they drew. And hats off to these.
And actually, that's what a storyboard is. You just sketch it out and you put it. Yeah, correct.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not presentation or a mood board.
yeah.
Or, you draw it out. So they know their job without knowing their job, and that's a natural.
So I love that. I love that whole vibe. And then there's this beautiful girl who's dancing.
Preity.
I went and looked at the
Exceptional.
credits and I said, wow, looks like a Madrasan surname. Good on us South Indians.
Mukhundhan. Amazing.
South represent.
Yeah. No, but she's amazing.
Yeah, she's beautiful, man.
She comes from a family of musicians, by the way, and doctors, which is strange. She went to Trichy, NIT Trichy.
Wow. That's amazing.
23. She went to NIT Trichy. She ran away from her. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell. Sorry, Preity. But she's a brilliant artist, and for her, dancing is like having food.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's found a calling. You can see how she's going about it, man.
She loves it.
It's amazing.
I tell you, so you've seen the video.
Yep.
She was on set at 4 a.m. Did her first take at 7 a.m. and then her next take was in the night, which was supposed to be at 11, but pushed to 3 a.m. Same energy.
Wow.
Same energy.
I wonder what she's having.
Passion.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. No, and honestly, one for diversity and inclusion, because for the longest time, this whole thing about having a fair heroine in our videos has just been thrown out of the door.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful to see a lovely, desi, dusky girl, beautiful girl doing a dancing.
Beautiful, like a South Indian beauty. Like
Proper.
Yeah.
So did the boys cast her? I mean, did they go through rounds of casting with her? Or?
Oh, this is funny. So Hania, she's a friend from Pakistan. And
Of course, Zeben Hania wali Hania, na?
no, Hania Amir, she's an actress.
Oh yeah, the one you do these wonderful videos with.
Oh yeah. So
I love those videos, man. Yeah.
she was like, dude, have you watched this song? I was like, which one? She was like, Asa Kuda. I don't know, I haven't seen the video, but like I've heard the song. It's beautiful. Can you watch? And then I watched, and then I was like, why the is she not in your video?
In your video.
So she was the one who asked me to I don't know, why the fuck is she not in my video? She's pretty, she's an amazing dancer, and like it's her eyes, and she's the Morni girl. And that's how that happened. And we approached her, and she was kind enough because she was not doing any music videos. She's doing some great films. And then
Big ups to Hania. Thank you for that suggestion to
thanks.
Badshah. Big ups to you. And want to see more videos with Hania? Want to see more videos with Jessamy?
oh yeah,
So
100%,
cute.
100%.
That cupcake.
yeah, I just hope the fame doesn't get to her head.
Yeah, if she's got the right genes, she'll handle it. Don't worry.
She's cool. She's cool. She'll probably teach me a few things about fame.
But this is lovely. I mean, I love the brotherhood that Diljit and yourself share. Being at the O2, seeing that, feeling the pride that your brother was doing what he was doing, the pride, the love that he shows by bringing you on. Talk about that, man.
Oh no! So he's very chalak.
I've heard him being called many things, but first time in a cute way.
Cute. He's of course he is what he is. Yeah. He is Diljit Dosanjh. He's a great guy. I do not have words to describe him. What he's done for people without telling to the world. What he's done for himself without thopoing it on your face. He's, when you say just be, he is being that. So I was supposed to come up on stage, and the hydraulic came down, and I was waiting for him to call my name, and I thought, I'll go up on stage, and of course, to 20,000 people, I'll kill it. We'll do Nana. People will go crazy.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he starts speaking all those words that he said.
What words?
And I start crying. I'm wearing my shades and I'm crying. And I was like, okay, now what do I do? And then suddenly the stage goes up.
Yeah.
And I'm right there, and there are people, and I hear the roar when he says, "My brother Badshah," and 20,000 O2 Arena is iconic.
Iconic. Yeah.
He filled that thrice, 3 times, and there are people, and energy is different. And I'm going up there, and I'm like this. I'm soaking the energy because the goat himself said that I'm an angel. Am I an angel soul? I was like, what? I feel like an angel, and nothing. It was just too kind of him, and it was very emotional for me. And that's where I announced my first O2. And I could see it in his eyes. He was happy.
Yeah.
I could see when I announced my O2, he was like, it was an achievement for him as well. He paved the way for us. He made this way in a jungle. We'd be stupid, we'd be fools if we don't run on that way. And that's why he did it.
I love this whole kindred soul spirit, this love that artists feel for each other, because the world is going to shit in any case. The only thing that can save the world is art. Yeah. And if artists get along and share so much love, and I love this whole thing, Arijit and Ed Sheeran, Diljit, it's just so beautiful to see people being happy genuinely in each other's success, people acknowledging each other. It is just, I think there's a lot of chaos, but this era will be remembered for that, Badshah. Like the previous era was remembered for its enmities and the wars and this and that. And we're slowly coming out of it. And the only way we'll come out of it is love, which is absolutely fabulous. What that movie you did, man? What is it? Khandani Shafakhana. What is it? What is it called?
How do you even remember that?
Arey man, I love that film. Why aren't you acting? Why aren't you doing something more?
I didn't.
I remember telling Sonakshi this.
I did Morni.
Morni.
No, I mean, see, whoever watched the film, they liked it.
Loved it.
It's a nice movie. It just didn't land well. I don't know why though. But I don't know. It was a great movie. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. Man.
I found new friends. I found Mreg sir, Shilpi, who directed the film. Mreg Fukre, the director Fukre. I found a great friend in him. It's funny. I told him, I think I grew really fond of you after the film. He was like, it's funny. I thought after the film you'll be like, no, I don't want to meet him. I'm like, no, that. I mean, it's the people that you meet. Of course, Sonakshi called me and told me, "Tu kar raha hai film? Tu pooch." I was like, am I not even asking, or is there no negotiation? No, tu kar raha hai. I was like, okay then. Why do I need to hear this script? And then, of course, I found this beautiful bunch of friends.
And she's become a producer, man. She's doing very well for herself.
Shout out to her, man. I mean, tough spirit, bro. I love her. I think the name suits her, Sonakshi. Like some people carry their name. Yeah.
How's your buddy J Balvin?
Oh, Jose. He's enjoying his.
Are we going to hear more stuff with you guys?
Yeah, I mean him, a few other people as well. Of course, I mean he also he's kind enough. Like whenever I need, like I was like, how I have questions. How did you go mainstream? What is this? What is this fashion house? Mostly it's about fashion.
Yeah.
He was in Dubai recently. He's there. I think when you collaborate with such people, the best part about it is you can communicate.
Yeah.
Even after that.
Yeah.
Like for example, the other day I asked something to Virat Paji. I have the access. Whenever I have doubts, high level doubts, I have these people that I can go to and get an answer that would.
And he's enjoying fatherhood, yeah.
He's
loving it.
Rio is his son's name.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and he's a great guy. He's a family guy. I think he was always a family guy, who also happens to be a musician, because normally musicians are not really. He loves his child. Yeah.
I'm going to come to Indian Idol. I mean, I love the fact that there's Shreya, there's you, there's Vishal.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, I have so much admiration for both Vishal and you, because you have such an amazing worldview. We can talk Desi Pana with you, international Pana with you, because you guys are just, you have a world view, you're constantly aware, your antennas up, you know, and ghat ka pani piya hua hai, you know, that kind of vibe. And of course, the modern day Nightingale, which is Shreya. I just heard you say outside that there's going to be a Shreya Sunidhi Badshah collab. I'm going to touch a lot of wood on that one. but working on Idol with these two wonderful people. Man, you guys really genuinely seem to be having a wonderful time.
Sir, I miss being on set. I love that set so much. I can't tell you. The fun, the learning. Shreya ma'am, she's a baddie. She is so much fun.
The bong baddie.
She is so much fun.
But listen, you've been gigging also. There was one in Dubai, there was one in Mysore.
Yeah. Tomorrow there's one in Dubai.
There's one in Dubai again tomorrow,
yeah.
Huh? And how of those big, obviously, needless to say, they would have been sold out.
Yeah.
But what is the freshness that you're feeling this year when you're touring?
So I'm not touring this year. This is just a festival that I'm doing. There are a few private gigs because I want a new car. And we're done with Pagal tour. The next year we do our the other tour. I don't know what to call it yet, but we start from the O2 hopefully. And the freshness is going to be insane. There's going to be new songs. There's just going to be more finesse. There's going to be more properness, but at the same time it has to be wild and free. So the art of creating that method, of giving a method to madness is what I would want to do. That, like, not create a production drama but still be effective, you know. Now that our artists are getting the production that they want.
Correct.
You know, I don't want to get into the rut of overproducing it. I want it to be effective.
Yeah, because a lot of people are just overindulging in pyrotechnics. I've noticed that.
Yeah, pyro is okay, fine. You know, for example, pyro is fine, but it's basic. But how you use it is, you have everything. You have the LED, you have the hydraulics, you have the falana. How do you put it all together and give them an experience is what matters. So I want to create that and then go out and just be myself. Hey, I'm the party starter. You might have a good time, but I party hard.
And you must love the fact that so many foreign acts are coming to India, yeah? Maroon 5 is here 3rd of December.
As long as they're doing the same thing that they're doing in, let's say, Barcelona.
We should get the same show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and Coldplay is coming in. You know, Bryan is coming up for the 100th time.
I only trust Coldplay. Yeah. And Bryan Adams, of course, because
pedigree.
These three acts. I only trust them.
Dua Lipa is coming, then Cigarettes After Sex, which is this band, is coming. And they're saying that Ed Sheeran might do a whole India tour next year, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, considering that he came on Kapil Sharma, I think that's what he wants.
Correct.
No, he said.
So while you're conquering the West, they're trying to make it.
It's amalgamation.
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's good that.
And there are audiences everywhere. I mean, even the shows here are getting sold out.
It's good that we're finally treating our planet like one Earth.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Through music.
The incredible Badshah has Morni, which is out. Go to the Sare Gama YouTube channel. Go check out the amazing video. Big shout out to Hiten. Hiten is his music producer on this one. The boys who directed it, the two of them.
Be Together.
Yeah.
Be Together, they're called. Rajat Dev, who's choreographed. Preity, for being just the fabulous girl she is.
Yeah.
And the costume designers. I think they did an amazing job as well. And the people of Jodhpur.
And the people of Jodhpur, yeah. And Sharvi, of course, who's done the vocals. Go check it out. It's streaming
okay,
everywhere.
she's okay.
I love chatting with you, my brother. Thank you so much for rolling in. Cheers.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Yeah.
94.3 Radio 1.